Good morning friends. I am Litarani Sankhwa, a trainee teacher. Welcome to our YouTube channel Upschooling. Today we will discuss how to prepare a lesson plan of teaching poetry with 5E approach of class 8 Odia medium school. This is the lesson plan, and in the left side there are the descriptions about date, school, class, age, period, time, subject and topic. The topic space should be kept blank. After the engagement of the students, it will be filled up by the teacher. In the upper right side, there are the teaching aids. Here I have taken the instructional aids according to my topic. I have taken the general teaching learning equipments such as chalk, duster, textbook, BB cloth, pointer and a model of scarecrow. Let's come to the middle part and the lower part of the lesson plan. The middle part contains the general objectives and the lower part contains the specific objectives. The objectives, those cannot be measured in general terms, are the general objectives, and the objectives, those can be measured in general terms or at the end of the instruction, are specific objectives. The general objectives are different in terms of teaching prose, poetry and grammar. The general objectives of teaching poetry are different from the general objectives of teaching prose lesson. Why should we teach poetry lesson, or what are the impact of teaching poetry on the students coming under the general objectives? Let's come to the specific objectives. The specific objectives are based on the particular topic. These objectives should be stated keeping in view the four domains of Bloom's taxonomy, such as knowledge, understanding, application and skill. 5E is a constructivist approach. The students should be actively participate, for which the specific objectives should be written in this format. For example, I have taken the word identify, means the students will identify the poetic devices. It should be written in this format that the students will identify. As the objectives are based on developing their knowledge, understanding, application and skill, so these should not be written in this format that the students will get knowledge or students will understand. If we will write in this format, we could not measure whether the objectives achieved or not. So, it should be written by giving active role to the students. In my plan, I have taken the word tell, means the students will tell about the scarecrow. Then the students will identify the poetic devices such as alliteration, metaphor, personification and repetition. This comes under the understanding domain. For application domain, I have taken the word explain, means the students will explain the uses of scarecrow. The students will illustrate the theme of the poem. This comes under the skill domain. Here I have used the 5E approach. There are various methods and techniques used to teach poetry. Here I have used the lecture cum song method and model reading as my technique. Here is the general procedure that the teacher follows while teaching. At first, the teacher enters into the classroom. He or she looks after the proper discipline and sitting arrangement of the classroom. Let's come to the first stage of 5E, that is engage. In this stage, we have to engage the students or draw their interest towards the topic. We can engage them by telling a story, by asking question or by showing model. The previous knowledge is helpful to build new knowledge. According to my topic, I have to engage the students by testing their previous knowledge and by showing the model. To test their previous knowledge, I have prepared 5 questions, out of which my 2 questions are based on the previous knowledge and my other 3 questions are the leading questions. After collecting the answers, I will also show the model of scarecrow. Then the students will automatically get idea about what they are going to be taught today. After that, the teacher will declare the topic and write the topic name in the topic corner of blackboard. The second stage of 5E is explore. In this stage, we have to start the poem by different ways. We can give the gist about the poem, or we can give an introduction about the poem. This stage contains the model reading by teacher. We have to recite the poem with proper use of pronunciation, rhyming words or rhythms. We have to discuss the stanza after reading and give them scope for their enjoyment, for developing their aesthetic sense. In this way, we will recite and discuss the stanza by stanza. Then the students will recite the poem one by one. The teacher should help them to recite. While recitation, proper care should be given for pronunciation, rise and fall of voice. If there are any words or phrases creating hindrances in their recitation, the teacher will discuss them after it. Let's come to the third stage, that is explain. Here the teacher will explain the words or phrases making hindrances in the enjoyment of the poem. Model reading drill. After explanation of phrases or words, the teacher will allow the students further recitation with proper pronunciation. This reading will have a greater effect on pupils because much have already been said about the poem. Silent reading by students. In this part, the students will read the poem silently as they really feel the beauty and emotions of the poem by enjoying it internally. Let's come to the elaborate stage. In this stage, we should give them some appreciation questions and we should divide the class into some groups and distribute the worksheets among them so that the students will be engaged actively and will participate. This question should be simple and should not break the continuity of the poem. After that, the teacher will discuss the answers of the questions and give them chance for choral recitation. The pupils will recite the poem in chorus. The sweetness of the poem will come and it helps them in overcoming the shyness. The last stage of 5E is evaluate. Evaluation is done to measure whether the objectives achieved or not. It contains the blackboard work. The evaluation question in blackboard should be prepared keeping in view the 4 domains of Bloom's taxonomy such as knowledge, understanding, application and skill. For example, my first question deals with fill in the blanks. It is based on the knowledge domain. My second question deals with true or false. It is for ensuring their understanding development. My third question deals with application domain, means the students will construct sentences using the words. And my last question deals with skill domain. I have taken MCQ type for developing their skill. You may take such other type questions that deals with the 4 domains suitable to your topic. At last, the teacher will give home assignment or homework to the students. According to my topic, I have to give them. They will draw the picture of a scarecrow and write about it within 80 words. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, then share it and subscribe our channel. Thank you so much.